Hey everybody, it's Cameron Bradford with the 2012 Evolve and Be Better Challenge.
So some people will call you crazy for running at 3:30 in the afternoon at 108 degree weather today. What's your reasoning behind this?
Well, I think when you're trying to evolve, you got to get out of your comfort zone. So anything you can do to get uncomfortable, you want to gravitate to that. It doesn't have to be every single session, but there's something really uninspiring about an air-conditioned gym with televisions when you're trying to become something more. So I would recommend go to an old school gym, pay $3 fee to go in there where it's got that feel of a weight room. Or when you're doing cardio, try and start reducing the amount of time that you're doing treadmill work and find something like the hill. You can see behind me there the mountain. I've shown that quite a bit. Well, right now we're doing across the lake, and this strip takes 30 to 40 seconds to run up, and then we pretty much power walk it down. It takes about 3 minutes recovery, so that's a lot like what I was telling you guys to do on your incline treadmill with the 15% grade with a sprint of 15 seconds. It's a little different though, because the machine's no longer controlling your speed, you are. So you can really feel a difference when you're activating yourself. And that's where the athletic performance, you want to start going from phase 2 to phase 3. You want to start converting more into what you would be doing as an athlete, which is being on your feet. So the treadmill is great for conditioning, but eventually you have to start to transition more into things that you're on your feet and doing it yourself, as opposed to a machine controlling you.
What are some other options for people that just simply can't handle the heat?
Swimming, get in the pool. So you can go to a gym and pay a day fee if you're not a member, and do a lot of floating exercises where you're going back and forth with your hands. That's great upper body exercise, up and down this way. You can run in place, be really violent in that running in place. It's less impact when you're in the pool, but you want to start doing stuff where you're free floating and doing an incline outside or in the pool. That's great. The recumbent bike and treadmill and stair mill are great for a base, but you got to start converting that into what's really going to work for you in phase 3.
So I noticed this time of year, a lot of people tend to emotionally get depressed and down from the heat. What are some other ways to keep their spirits up while the heat is getting intense?
Well, depression is really an internal, you're condensing yourself, and what you want to start to do is become something more, which is start acting like a kid, and that you see kids really express themselves. So I would say something like you're going to try is dancing. If you are not wanting to go outside, join something. That's something I'd love to do, is express myself through gymnastics and starting that, and break dancing, and anything you can do to really, if you want to be in a comfort zone as far as air conditioning, get inside and join a gymnastics gym and learn for the next 2 to 3 months all the tumbling and whatnot with that. And outside, to me, that's an excuse. If you're hydrated and you eat well, you can work backwards, which is a lot of intensity, lower volume, and really start to work it into your life. I think it's just an excuse to say it's too hot. Right now it's 108. Yesterday I believe it was 112. It'll be 113 on Thursday. Today's Tuesday. And I remember as a kid, I grew up here in Tempe, and my classmates didn't want to play ball out in the summer, and that really drove me crazy. I would ride my bike everywhere, and I would want to play ball outside instead of sit inside. Even back then, that had to have been 1987, 88, and I remember they opened up Kiwanis Park during the summer, and that was cool because we could go in and play basketball and go to the wave pool and stuff like that. But I really think that it has to do with your conditioning, and depression is just that. You're really depressed and internally, and you need to learn to express and become something more. And whatever you can do to do that, maybe start working it in with something with an air condition like the Kiwanis Park and play ball, and then eventually maybe get outside and really challenge yourself and what limitations you put on yourself.